Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to World of Warcraft Classic. This is going to be the beginning of a hardcore vanilla server run. So we are going to be on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server, which is an RP vanilla classic server that is pretty well known, I hear, for its hardcore community. Now, that being said, our hardcore run is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be following traditional Iron Man or Green Man rules in this one. Like most hardcore runs, a death means we delete the character, so that part is still true. If we die, the character gets deleted. Other rules. The only gear that we can equip is gear that we craft for ourselves. So we're going to be doing leatherworking and skinning, and the only way we can equip a new piece of gear for our chest, legs, hands, boots, shoulders, helmet, is if we craft it. Other items, rings, weapons, necks, and cloaks, we can get those from anywhere. We can get them from quest rewards, we can find them as world drops, we can buy them off a vendor. Those items we can get from anywhere, but the slots of gear that we can craft, we have to craft those. Also, we have to either cook or fish up our own food. So we're not going to be buying food at the vendor. If we want to eat food to heal up, we are going to be cooking and fishing up our own. So yeah, those are the basic rules that we are going to go with. We're not going to be doing any grouping, and we're not going to be doing any dungeons. It's going to be a single player run. Death means delete. Let's go ahead, and we'll get into things.
Long ago, the Orcish horde was corrupted by the Burning Legion and lured to the world of Azeroth. For generations, the Orcs made war upon the human kingdoms of Stormwind and Lordaeron. Though the horde was ultimately defeated, a visionary young war chief named Thrall rose to lead his people in their darkest hour. Under Thrall's rule, the Orcs freed themselves from the chains of demonic corruption and embraced their shamanistic heritage. After years of wandering, the Orcs founded their own kingdom in the harsh wastelands of Durotar. Based in the warrior city of Orgrimmar, they stand ready to destroy all who would challenge their supremacy. As a proud defender of Durotar, it is your duty to crush your enemies, both seen and unseen.
I see other players, which is amazing.
Various agents of the Burning Legion.
I see lots of other players. Alright, let's get into we have some settings that we need to adjust. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. We need to go into advanced, we need to use the UI scale, and we need to bring this down a little bit. I don't want to shrink it too much. That seems okay. Let's go with that. Everything else is good. Ground clutter can probably go up some. Everything else seems good. This is the most important one. Most people end up playing at 100%, and the game looks like garbage. Even if you are only playing in 1920 by 1080, you can turn the render scale all the way up. And the game's going to look a lot better. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's go into interface options. We want to turn auto loot on. Let's get some other action bars going here. We need to always show action bars. There we go. Okay. I think all this stuff is fine. For combat, we could show periodic damage. I don't know if I want the combat text around ourselves. I think we're fine with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and unlock this. Move it down here. Typically what I do is I create a new window, and I call this our immersion mode. And so I make it so that we don't see the general scroll of chat and stuff like that. So we're not going to see really anything in this except for we'll see, let's go with skill ups, item loot. We'll go with system messages and any errors, and then any creature emotes. There we go. maybe we do that. Alright, yeah, I think we are good to go here.
Loktar.
Now usually I play with immersion, and in fact, I may see if I can turn immersion on. I might not have any, now that I think about it, I wonder if my add-ons are going to work for Classic, because right now I have no add-ons up. You know what, we'll go with no add-ons for the first episode here. And then we'll see about getting immersion and probably Questy up and running for the future. Your place in the world, finally you are of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Alright, we are going to do some conquering for the War Chief. Really weird to not have any objective tracking. And in fact, you know, it's been a long time since I played Vanilla, so I'm not going to be very familiar with some of the class mechanics and stuff like that we have going on. Cutting your teeth, the first order of business will be to put a little strength in your backbone. I could send you out to the Barrens to hunt Kodo, but well, in all honesty, you're more useful to us alive than dead. I believe you would be a good match with the mottled boars you'll find to the north of here.
For the Horde.
Alright, we are going north of here to fight the mottled boars. Does anybody else have a quest for us? I don't think so. I think we only have the one quest right now. How do you guys feel about like add-ons like Questy in a hardcore run? Is it normal to use an add-on like Questy in a hardcore run, or do most hardcore players not use add-ons like that? Because I could go either way. We could do a run where we don't use Questy. I mean, I haven't done a run like that in about a year and a half or so, but we can try it. If that's how it is done. I also want to move these around. Let's go ahead and unlock these. That's probably not exact, but it's gonna have to do for now. I hope it's not off enough to really bother anybody too much. Alright. So after almost 3 years of living in this house, my dog, which is a blue healer, he's finally learned to come into the basement where our offices are at. And yeah, now instead of being upstairs barking at stuff that he perceives going on in the neighborhood, now he can actually come down here, stand just outside my office door, and bark. It's a good time. But yeah, it took him 2.5 years to like want to go up and down the stairs on his own. Not because he's not physically capable. I think part of it is we keep his home in the basement, his crate, so that when we have to leave for extended periods, we can put him in his crate while we're out. And he doesn't really like it, I guess, so he was very against coming into the basement on his own free will. He just likes to lay at the top of the stairs while I record usually, and then alert me to like any humans in the entire block who have moved or made a noise. Now he gets to come down and say hello. Do I have music? Where's my music? Loop music. Yes, please. So I try to keep, if you guys are new to the channel. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for being here. I try to keep the immersion up and turn the music and ambience up and just kind of sink into the game and have a nice relaxing time. So let me know about the sound settings. If anything needs to be adjusted for maximum enjoyment, I can get it changed, but I think we're okay for now. And so yeah, I don't know. I never really enjoyed the idea of the Iron Man or the Green Man that much. I guess like doing a Green Man challenge would be okay. Part of me likes equipping different gear as I level up, and I feel like the Iron Man just really limits you in what you can equip. Obviously, that's kind of the point of it. I really like only being able to equip the gear that I craft. I really like that as a way to like compel you to do crafting in your hardcore runs. And we've done hardcore runs in the past, and I've basically always done them like that, where the only gear that we get to equip is stuff that we actually have crafted. In my opinion, that makes it more challenging than a Green Man run. Because I'm assuming in a Green Man run, you can equip greens that you get from anywhere, including quest rewards and stuff like that. We're gonna make this guy enhancement. And we're gonna go for some, like, survivability. Because, you know, the goal is to survive, actually. I think, yeah, we're done. I'm just fighting stuff, you know. Having a good time. I'm pretty excited about this run. It's been a long time since we've done a hardcore run or anything really different on the channel. And obviously it's been a really long time since we've been in Vanilla Classic. It's exciting that there are like actually people playing the game. This is more people leveling. If you were to log into Mancrick, which is a mega server on the Horde side for Wrath of the Lich King, if you were to log in there into this zone and do a /who, you would not see this many people leveling. You just wouldn't. There'd be like 4 people, if that. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, and it's a Wednesday. So that's a lot of people leveling up, and that's pretty exciting, actually. Not bad, Rambles, but don't let it get to your head. You'll fight tougher than boars in your career. Nonetheless, you've proven yourself well, and your next trial will be against a considerably more dangerous opponent, so you'll need some extra protection that we can't equip. We can sell it, though. While you were gone, a parchment came for you. Read it when you have time. Okay, that's our class trainer. Sting of the Scorpid. A powerful warrior and awkward novice alike have fallen to the venomous sting of the Scorpid. You will find large numbers of Scorpids northwest of here. Bring me 10 of their tails as proof of your prowess in battle. Will I read all of the quests? Probably not, but I'll probably read the majority of them. It's just something that I've grown to love to do. And for me, it just helps with immersion and like getting attached to the character and stuff.
What can I do for you?
So you've arrived. I was beginning to wonder when you would show yourself. I sent the parchment some time ago. I wasn't sure if you'd gotten it. But enough chatter. You're here because you have been chosen to lead us the spiritual lives of our people. Okay. For now, we're just going to train. No totem quest yet. We can get Rockbiter weapon, imbue the shaman's weapon, increasing melee attack power by 33 and allowing melee attacks to cause additional threat. Interesting. And actually, we need to go sell before we can train because we are broke. We are broke.
Zug zug.
So same thing here with the food. I can't eat it. I'm going to sell it. The water, we can drink water. But the food, if we want to eat food, we're going to have to fish it up or cook it ourselves.
For the Horde.
Galgar here wants us to collect him 10 cactus apples while we are out doing other stuff. Vile familiars. I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young shaman. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I've discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
Strength.
Let's grab Rockbiter weapon before we head out.
Greetings. Farewell.
Oh, dear lord. It's on a 5-minute cooldown, guys. It's on a 5-minute cooldown. You know what that means. That means it's not going to be up a lot. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into here? Not even a 10-minute cooldown, a 5-minute cooldown. Oh geez. Okay, we can deal. We're also supposed to be looking for cactus apples, but since nothing is shiny or glowy in vanilla, I just didn't think about it. Look at how long it takes us to open it. It's so great. It actually feels kind of, it feels good. It feels interesting to be back on a vanilla server after it's been so long. It's even been long since we did Season of Mastery, and obviously Season of Mastery did not feel like a vanilla server in how it played out. Alright, we're going to have lots of time to collect those as we run around doing other stuff here. And they're literally all over the place if we're actually looking and being observant. Now, Bloodsail Buccaneers, it's a roleplay server, right? But I don't know how much like that actually matters. I don't plan on doing any roleplay, but it does seem like the place to be for the hardcore community. It's one of the only, it's basically the only vanilla server that has like a thriving population, it seems. Oh, and I didn't realize that the local time, that it was actually US Eastern where I'm at. That's actually nice. Very, very nice. This will be our vanilla home here on Bloodsail Buccaneers. And yeah, I have nothing against roleplay. As a younger person, I used to actually LARP. Often was interested in D&D. Had a few D&D groups going back in 3.5, but nothing that stayed together for very long. Always had a general interest in it, but just not a lot of time to devote to that kind of thing. We need to loot a shield. If we could loot like any kind of shield, that would be huge for us. Oh, the cool thing was I was able to get my name on this server, which actually surprised me. I don't think I don't have to go into the cave. Yeah, I don't think we have to go into the... We will have to go into the cave, so for right now, I'm not going to go into the cave. I like our casting animation. I think it's actually pretty cool. I think this class is going to give us a lot of survivability. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that as an enhancement shaman, we can go like one-hander in shield or big two-hander, and that we'll have a lot of survivability, a lot of tricks to survive, self-heals and stuff like that. Kind of want to hang out in this area and finish up the Vile Familiars before we move on to anything else.
It's too far away.
Yeah, there's enough players around and active that we kind of have to be cautious about respawns jumping us. Definitely something that could happen. What I found in my limited hardcore experience is that it's usually confidence that kills you. It's like letting yourself get lulled into this sense of power. At any level, letting yourself get lulled into that sense of like power and ability can easily get you killed. That's what I remember from our few hardcore runs that we tried. That was a big resist. Another big resist. Lots of wasted mana there. Alright, let's get some water out to our bar. We're gonna have to drink here.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, I think I've kind of decided to do this run with no add-ons, guys. I think that's what I'm deciding to do. I think if it's like, I think that's kind of like, to me, that's like part of the spirit of a hardcore run, is that it's actually hardcore. We're already taking liberties with like being able to equip greens that we craft, being able to equip any weapons or trinkets or rings that we come across. We're already taking a couple liberties with the hardcore rules. So how about we just don't use Questy? The one thing I'd say let me use immersion, okay? It's so hard for me to read the quest boxes, and I would love to actually read them. That I'm gonna use immersion. If I use immersion and I call it a no add-on run, it's gonna piss people off. I'm gonna call it a no add-on run, and then like in this video you will hear my explanation about how I'm gonna use immersion, because the traditional text box that Blizzard provides is so incredibly difficult to read at this point. And all immersion does, immersion just takes the quest text and puts it down here in nice little dialogue boxes, so it's nothing that affects gameplay. So I'm gonna call this an add-on free run. And that's it. It's gonna be an add-on free run with the exception of immersion so that I can read stuff. Yep. That's what I have to do. Yeah, there's a guy over here who's been poisoned. We're gonna make our way over to him. I'm actually surprised these scorpions are non-aggressive.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
I don't mind hearing his voice sometimes. I might leave the error speech on for a while. Unless it gets really annoying. Sarkoth, Shaman, I thought I would die out here with none to know of it. While I was hunting scorpions of the valley, I came across a particularly vicious-looking one. Hurling myself at it, I managed to inflict a massive blow to its claw before it closed around my leg. I wasn't ready for the stinger, though, and it sliced down into my chest, cutting into my flesh and letting my blood. Please, you must kill the scorpion for me. My honor must be upheld. I fought it up on the plateau to the south. I like it. Yeah, I like his voice.
I need to get closer. Can't carry anymore.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah, we can't equip. Normally we could equip something. We can equip this cloak because we can get cloaks from anywhere. There we go. Problem solved. Let's grab Sarkoth here. I don't think any of these other guys are going to bother us. Nature damage inflicted every 3 seconds.
Inventory is full.
Well, we picked up the wrong item, but, you know. Okay, there is a shortcut, I think, that can get us back to town really quickly right here. However, I think we need to go return to this guy. And let him know that we killed this scorpion for him. Before we do that. Seeing the deed you have done for me steals my heart. I cannot fall so easily. I must endure. But it remains that I cannot make the trek back to the den unassisted. Please, Rambles, return to the den and tell Gornak of my situation. Perhaps he can help me. Perhaps he can. I didn't know about that little shortcut until a couple months ago, after playing the game for 20 years.
Look top.
Pretty embarrassing. Well done, Rambles. Although the vile familiars were merely pets of the darker powers within the Burning Blade, your success against them foretells greater deeds ahead. Yeah, definitely a weapon we can equip here, so let's take the main hander. Let's get that equipped. We need to sell. Let's chill on her for a minute and let's head over here to the vendors.
What do you need? For the Horde.
Glory to the Horde. Be safe. No grind.
We might want to grab like a few more things of water. Once we hit level 5, we're going to start having some mana issues, so probably just best to be prepared for it now.
Greetings.
Through my divinations, I see that an item of power hides deep within the Burning Blade Coven, guarded by beast and black magic. It is called the Burning Blade Medallion, and your next task is to find it and remove it from the Coven. But be wary, for the medallion may be possessed by an agent of the Burning Blade, and if so, then the agent's power would be greater than the familiars you have already encountered. Go, Rambles, you will find the Coven in a cave to the north and west.
Fight well.
Good, let's talk to our trainer here.
What do you need?
We get Earth Shock. Instantly shocks the target with concussive force, causing 17 to 19 nature damage. It also interrupts spell casting and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 2 seconds. Causes a high amount of threat also, for all the tanking that we're bound to not
Go
do.
forth to victory.
How you doing?
Call of Earth. The time is now, young shaman. You've grown strong and your spirit endures like the earth. Following the shaman's path shows that you have wisdom before even proving yourself. The elements of earth will guide your destiny, becoming part of you if you are ready. But you must stand before the earth itself. If you are ready, then you will see things only shaman know of. Seek out the Fellstalkers to the north and take from them 2 of their hooves. Return to me then, and we shall speak more of your future.
Be seeing ya.
And then there should be a guy who has a quest to go slap peons. There he is.
Thrall Hall.
Cursed peons, they work hard gathering lumber from the trees of the valley, but they're always taking naps. I need someone to help keep these peons in line.
May your blades never dull.
Alright, we'll go smack him around with our stick. This guy just took a nap right in front of us. Big mistake,
Not that
buddy.
kind of orc.
Big mistake. He's not that kind of orc, by the way. I don't really know what that means, but he's not, so don't ask him, okay? I'm kind of eager to get out of the Valley of Trials so we can learn leatherworking and skinning, and I can stop leaving corpses on the ground. Oh, that guy just fell over too. You are going to regret that little nap, mister.
I can do that.
You know this guy wants to take a nap. Anybody else working back here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he's down. I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
He looked a little sleepy, didn't he?
It's too far away.
I can do that.
Oh, did we miss one? I feel like we didn't turn one in. Yeah, the Scorpion Worker tail. Must have been to the guy in one of the buildings. Let's head back. That's kind of fine. We can hit some more peons on the way back out. I do want to get this turned in. I'm not sure if it's going to chain into anything or not. I think we're okay just to continue on and turn it in when we're back in town. I don't think the Scorpion one... Now, the workers, though, if we turn in the worker quest, we will get a quest from that same guy to go into the cave to get something. So maybe we hang out near this guy, wait for him to take a little sleep. Yeah, and then we will... Let's go turn this one in, and we'll turn in the Scorpion Worker tail too. Like I said, the foreman is going to give us a quest to go into the cave to get his pick. So I want to be able to do all those at once.
Speak, friend.
Yeah, here we go. Some time ago, I was surveying the cave to the north for minerals, and I left my favorite pick behind. When I later returned to retrieve it, I found the cave was filled with vicious beasts. Will you go into the cave of the Burning Blade Coven and get my pick?
Strength.
We will. Let's come over here and turn in the Scorpion quest. No quest tracking, guys. It's going to be an adjustment for me. I've been using Questy for about 1.5 years now. And it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment. It's going to be fun.
Strength.
Alright, let's go vendor just to get this stuff out of our bags since we're here.
What can I help you with? May your blades never dull.
Looks like we're going to have some companionship here as we enter this cave.
I need to get closer.
Let's go ahead and drink some mana. We knew we were going to have to. I'd say this cave is our first really big danger that we faced, where being aware of stuff like what's happening behind us is going to be critical. Like right now I can't get on this guy's aggro chain, and I'm kind of worried that I already am, but we're going to hide here for a minute. Okay, I think we're safe. We did hit level 5, and that's awesome. Just gives us that little bit more power to give us a slight edge here.
I'm out of range.
Well, we finally got our first quest item there.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. It's too far away.
I'm not 100% on exactly where we're going here. We're just kind of going for a thorough exploration at this point. A careful and thorough exploration. Oh no! Careful, he says, as he falls off. I don't know that we need to go this way. Maybe we do. Oh, here we go. Yorog Bane Shadow. I bet he has the medallion, doesn't he? Oh no! And we can't group! We can't group. We have to wait for him to respawn. That is unfortunate. Where did this guy come from, though? He came from a different direction. Oh, he charged up this. He pulled a warrior trick. And he hearthed out. Yeah, that was a good warrior trick. He cleared from below. And then he found this guy up here and he charged up the side. Very, very smart. Good job, buddy. Okay, we'll fight some more. Obviously we've cleared all the way back here, but respawns are likely going to be a thing. But this is the way that we have to go to get to him. We can't do that little trick. We probably could shoot him with some lightning. Although that might just serve to bug him out. So I'm not sure if that's what we want to do. That guy respawned basically right on top of us. Luckily we had a minute to get out. He's back up. That was a pretty quick respawn. I like it. I realize in vanilla we're not seeing the enemy's cast bars. Is there not a way to enable that? We have to kind of guess. We know we can see when they're casting, but we don't know how long their cast bar is. Okay, I need to find the guy's pick, and the pick is probably going to be down here somewhere, I think. It's not going to be up where we currently are. For some reason, our guy sounds like Batman. I think that's why I like him so much. I can't carry anymore. I need to get closer. Sounds like Batman or Solid Snake. We've used all of our mana with this guy evaded out. It's been a fun time. I don't know where this pick is. I'm realizing, like, I thought I knew where it was. And now that we're down here, I don't see it. And, yeah, it's near a waterfall, I thought. I only see this waterfall. Clearly there are places here that we have not explored. We could be here for a while. I'm bad at navigating caves. And with no quest tracking, we could be in some caves for a while, guys. Just saying, this is a dead end, so that makes that easier. Let's follow the water. Because we followed it all the way this way. So maybe we just have to follow it back this way. Maybe that will lead us to the pick. Here's hoping. I think we aggroed this guy too. No, we didn't. He was just taking a course that looked like he was running right at us. But it was a sheer coincidence. Inventory is full, yeah. I heard about that. I think the pick is right over here, actually. There it is. Alright, what do we want to drop on the ground? Nothing, really. The broken fang, I guess. We are going to have to invest in a new bag right away because we haven't picked up a bag. I was hoping we'd get a random bag drop. That's usually good luck for me. But we haven't yet. Alright, all of our quests are done. Let's go ahead and hearth out of here. Let's go sell first. It's probably just a good idea to empty our bags before we do anything else. Oh yeah, an hour on the Hearthstone in Classic. Gotta remember that.
What can I do for you?
An hour. Oh jeez.
Farewell. Strength and honor.
You retrieved it, well done. Your efforts within the Burning Blade Coven are key in rooting out this cult in the Valley of Trials, but I fear they have further aims in our lands. Your trials against the Burning Blade are finished here in the valley, but I want you to report your findings. Go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Godrin. Senjin village is east out of the valley, then right at the fork. Tell Godrin of the Burning Blade, and that they have reached the Valley of Trials. Discover from him if they have reached Senjin.
Go with honor.
I think we're going to have to do our Earth Totem quest, though, first.
Eloman.
A sapta is a drink created to bind our spirits to the elements. Fused with magic, the potion will allow the strong-willed to see elements as no one else can. Your spirit will be connected to the element the sapta was created for, and only a select few shaman know the recipe. The sapta is drank at a holy site. Okay, oh jeez. I need to read that one because, yeah, without quest tracking, do I know where this is? Seek out Spirit Rock southwest of here. It's found at the end of the hidden path. Southwest of here. Okay. Southwest of here would be back this way. Oh, we need to turn in... Oh, we'll be back. We're fine. He's not going to have any follow-ups for us anyway. I think it's back here somewhere. Yeah, the hidden path. Okay. I'd say it's thumbnail time, but I can't really get any good angles of this guy. Alright, it looks like we're just going back to the village after all of that. That's a good one.
What you want? Later.
I think we did it.
Looked hard.
Yeah, Earthbind Totem, Healing Wave. Okay.
Strength.
So Earthbind Totem is going to be a totem we can lay down that slows enemies. Definitely pop that out on the bar somewhere. And we'll put the next rank of Healing Wave out as well. Alright, let's go turn in the quest over here with the pick. And then we're moving on. We're moving on out of the Valley of Trials. Our quest is to go to Senjin, but I feel like I might head up through Razor Hill first. I want to pick up leatherworking and skinning as soon as I can. And I actually think we have to do that in Orgrimmar. I don't think we're going to find a leatherworking or skinning trainer anywhere else. But we can take a look around in Razor Hill. But then, yeah, I'm going to have to run us to Orgrimmar. And here's the thing about like a hardcore run, guys, that's like a little bit different to me than like a normal run. Is like a lot of the time in a normal run, I might save city stuff or travel for doing it off recording. In a hardcore run, to me, that's like against the spirit of the hardcore run. Everything we do is going to be in the video, so if I have to travel long distances, it's going to be in the video, because even during traveling, and sometimes especially during traveling, depending on where you're traveling through, that's an opportunity to get killed. And we are following rules. And yeah, I would hate to be traveling somewhere off recording and get killed, and then have to deal with like, well, do I just count that as a death, or does it happen off recording and so it didn't happen? And so to not really deal with that, I'm going to try to keep everything we do on the recording. So yeah, it's going to be a nice journey. I hope we survive. Here's a little orc.
Loktar, be safe.
He's small, so we have to carry his burden to Razor Hill for him. Yeah, we need to make some gear, so I want to get leatherworking and skinning going right away. We can spend some time with the creatures around here, leveling that up and start to equip some better stuff. Right now we're okay. We could probably keep doing some of the questing, but we're going to want some better gear pretty quickly. So I do want to prioritize getting this so that we're not leaving bodies on the ground that we could be skinning, you know. Of all the starting zones, I feel like Durator has one of the prettiest skyboxes. I really do feel that way about it. It always has like a sunrise or sunset type of cast to it, and I really enjoy that aesthetic. Lots of people here, guys. Remember when the shaman color was pink? Remember that? That's funny. Lots of shaman, hunters, and warriors. It's really cool to see this many people leveling in the starting zones. I wonder how many of these folks are doing hardcore runs of their own, and how many are just playing the game, you know. And yeah, if you guys are interested, I'd love it for you guys to come over to Bloodsail Buccaneers, create characters, and kind of share some of your stories in the comments about your own hardcore runs. I think that would be really cool. We'll grab some quests here. We don't have to. This guy's a cook.
What do you need?
3 tail lasher
May
eggs.
your blades never dull.
He can't train us though?
What do you need?
He's a cook and he can't train us? Interesting.
Go forth to victory.
I'd love to talk to a guard here and see if we can get eyes on any trainers.
Greetings.
Professions trainer. Let's look for skinning. Right, nobody here.
Go forth to victory.
I don't think she marked anything.
Strength and honor.
Yeah. In Orgrimmar. Okay, what about leatherworking? It's probably all going to be the same. It's probably all going to be Orgrimmar. Yeah.
Go
I
forth
guess this
to
was really
victory.
before they put the trainers out in the world anywhere. Everything's in the major cities. We're going to do this. We're going to turn into him, and we are going to set our Hearthstone, even though it's not going to benefit us for a long time.
Go forth to
We have a
victory.
long cooldown still. We'll just
May
make
your
this our home.
blades never dull.
And yeah, we're gonna have to run it, guys. I want to get this done. I want to learn skinning. We are gonna go do this now. Is there anything else we need to do in the major city while we're there? I look at the map as if I'm gonna see like quests to pick up on Questy, you know? Like I'm not gonna know until I see them. Now, we probably don't want to aggro many of the enemies up here, because as we get closer to Orgrimmar, we're going to be dealing with level 8 and 9 guys, I think. So we're going to want to be a little bit careful. Alright, here we go, back in Vanilla Orgrimmar. Let's talk to another guard here, not Sourfang. We don't need to bother Sourfang. Let's just find a grunt here to talk to. Well, I think I kind of know where they're at, actually. They're in the Cleft of Shadows, right? I think I can get us to the trainers without having to talk to anybody at this point. It's interesting because we've seen so many people out leveling, but we haven't seen like there's not a lot of people in the towns, right? There is not a lot of people in the towns. We need a couple of other things too, like we could really use cooking. We could really use fishing. So maybe we do need to talk to a guard for some other professions while we're here. Alright, so first thing is first, the most important thing is getting skinning. And then getting a skinning knife, which is not cheap. Leatherworking.
So. Spring.
Speak, friend. May your blades never dull.
Alright, let's see if we can at least get cooking and fishing.
Lokta. Go with honor.
Okay, cooking is right over here somewhere. Perhaps up top. Yeah, it must be up on the overlook. And then I think that fishing is either in the Valley of Wisdom or the Valley of Honor. Or, I don't know, no, maybe not. Maybe it's in the Valley of Spirit. It's somewhere. It's in a valley, okay? It's going to be a silver to train cooking. And then,
Be good.
let's see.
Don't be shy.
Oh, we don't get an easy recipe just to level up. They used to give us, like, in Wrath of the Lich King, we can make, like, herb-spiced bread. And we can buy some of the ingredients we need for that right away.
For the Horde.
That doesn't seem to be the case here.
Who you be?
We need these eventually, but we can't afford them right now. See, the mild spices and... So weird. Okay. I guess we are good there then. We can't do anything else with that. Let's hop down. And let's look for the fishing trainer and see if we can manage to at least afford that.
Strength and honor. May your blades.
Yeah, he's going to be back here in the Valley of Honor. First aid we will get to, but I think we're going to be a little broke. We'll hold off on that a little bit. We have heals, so first aid's not as critical, although I think we will level it up. Never know when it might come in handy.
Zug zug. Dabu.
Strength and honor.
At least we were able to afford a fishing rod. That's good. And so yeah, we should be able to level this up anywhere, right? Fishing, there we go. And yeah, also as a part of everything, guys, like I'll be doing all the professions and stuff, like in the recordings. So we'll get to see all that. We'll get to see it every time our fish gets away. Fishing would probably be the easiest way just to get stuff to eat if we were looking for food to eat. But I kind of like the idea of leveling up cooking for the food buffs. I feel like especially during a hardcore run, any edge you can give yourself is probably going to be worth it eventually. If we had like a little bit more money, we could buy a shiny bauble. And that would like greatly increase. Was fishing hard back in vanilla? Do we need to fish elsewhere? Because we haven't caught anything yet. It's kind of shocking. We just might need more money to buy the fishing bauble and actually be able to catch stuff. Yeah, our fish keeps getting away. We're gonna wait until we can afford that to really work on it too much more. But yeah, we have everything we need to really start going now, and I'm really digging the vibe we have going so far. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm also kind of optimistic about our chances of survival. The shaman feels pretty strong. As we start to get it more gear and get our leatherworking going, I think that's just going to increase over time. We're going to be careful, and we're going to stay alive, guys. I'm really looking forward to the challenge that's going to be inherent in this. It's going to make me focus on the game in a little bit of a different way. Also, there's something special about being back in vanilla after playing expansion stuff for so long. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into things here. I'd love for you guys to join me on Bloodsail Buccaneers. If you have the itch to do your own little hardcore run, share some of your stories in the comments. That'd be really cool. And yeah, if you're digging this content, subscribing to the channel, leaving a like would help me a lot. And if you want to know when the next episode is out, ring the bell and that'll send you an alert. I'm going to try to do these one video a day and try to keep them around the hour mark. And yeah, we'll just keep going as long as we can live, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate you guys spending your time with me here in Azeroth. And as always, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.